It'll be fine, it'll be okay. Tell me what you want, tell me what you need. I lost my voice in the west of the Keys. I'm about to do my best, it's my choice. I'ma stand to get the stress off my chest. I'm blessed, I know I push, pull, hoist, heave. Hey, Nicole, how vibing with me? I feel free when I'm styling on the highway. It's my way, and who says some things that make me smile? Wave hello, and now I might go say goodbye today. I know, is what I know, and I know I don't know a lot. I'm kinda hungry, I just kicked my butt. I'm feeling like this shit's a must. They can move because I know it's up, and I know it's real, and I know what the fuck I feel. When you really wanna get this, can I forget this? I'm gonna live this, do it the best I can. I kick this, and I really understand that it's different, and it's too dismissive, and I'm persuasive. I know that I need no permission, cause I'm gonna go full force, saying that you're gonna thank me later, cause you know what it is. I've been living like I got no kids, cause I don't. But the children are my world. The world are my children, that's what I meant. You're all my children. Nah. I'm your brother. We are just a family of some brothers. Mothers, brothers, sisters, fathers, all brothers. It's the brotherhood of man. Man, stop mansplaining. I'm about to say that this shit's got me insane and up brain, and I'm not complaining, but I know that I really cannot remain in the state of mind framing. I know that y'all complaining, I'ma do it like I'm fluent. I'ma do what I've been choosing. It's fucking cool while I was snoozing, but I gotta go get the job done. Let's get to conclusions. Sometimes I'm sounding dumb when I'm assuming it is what it really ain't. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Mud's Life, a Day in a Podcast here. I'm Muddy Flows, I'm just Mud, I'm Mud Latte. Mud West? Nah. Muddy Keys. Muddy Keys. Would be cool if I played the piano. Oh well, Alicia Keys, duh. Shout out to Alicia Keys. If I was her son, you could adopt me. Understand though that I got another mother, and I got a stepmother, and I got a lot of brothers, and I got a lot of shit that I just gotta do. I just gotta run, and I gotta say that I got a whole lot of love. Feel my heart bump, bump, bump. Bass, boom, drop, don't skip to assumptions up in your face, out of space. I'm about to do something brand new. What is it that I'm going to choose? I'm about to choose it, I can't refuse it. I'ma do it like I did it. I'ma use it like I know this is the way I'm living. I'ma flow hard as ever. I do this shit, it is bizarre, this could get clever. I don't understand what you want from me, but I'm gonna live my life feeling free. Like you know it comes with ease, man. I got a lot of love. Beep, beep, beep. Got a lot of bud with the whoa, weep. We don't even know what it is that you gonna do when it's flowing quick. We don't even give one fuck. We gonna live within our lives. We got love. I realize how deep this love lies. Cause it is a tide. I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna tell you all what it is that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with the flow that's dope that I create off the dome. I don't even really know why, but I'm gonna do it like I've tried, I fucking tried. Really wanna try to keep it. I don't know what I was doing, but they said to stop screaming. If you're a musician, I was like, I don't know if I'm a musician. They're like, do you like to sing? Does it give you a feeling? And yeah, you're a musician, cause I'm like, hell yeah, I love the feeling I'm getting when I'm singing, and now I'm swinging at the people who are trying to bring me down. But I really don't like to fight, cause I like to love, and I like to have a good time, and I got some insights that I'm running upon it. Like I really know what it is that I want, but I know right now that I'm way beyond it. I don't give a fucking damn, my man. I'm fucking gone, but I'm not a goner. I'm gonna do it like you know what you wanna. Wanna smoke a little guns, but they're gonna call it marijuana. Gonna choke up on the words that you spoke. If you're feeling broken, I have a whole lot of hopes, and I hold on real tight. Don't let go, hear the sounds echo. I got some things inside that say hello, goodbye, like heck no. I tried to keep these vibes high while I'm staying alive. Yeah, you cannot take this, I can't fake this. I really know that it is, I'ma shake it quick, shake and bake it. I don't know what the fuck you really blaming. You blaming me to do something that I do not believe, but it's you and it's me, and now we are vibing heavy. I probably need to let you know that you got me. Do you get me? Do you want me? Do I make you horny, baby? I'm asking how y'all been feeling while I've been dancing, while I've been saying I know I'm a hopeless romantic, but I got so much. Whoa, oh, I just wanna love a whole lot. I wanna love so much that this love just don't stop. I wanna give it to you. Who do I give it all to? I'm a little confused. Who do I choose? I'm stuck in my head. I'm overthinking everything. I don't even know what it is that you want, but I know if you let me sing, I'm gonna sing my heart out, and maybe you could feel it, and maybe you could steal it. But these vibes been revealing who I am. I'm mud latte. I'm saying cheers to the hot day. I'm saying cheers to the party for the bachelor where we celebrate. Celebrating, shout out, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to know the reason why my voice is so fucked right now, I just had a good ass fucking weekend. Thursday to Sunday, Key West. I did not expect Key West to be that fucking cool. I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm kind of glad that I had so much shit going on. I didn't put much thought into it. I'm just like, alright, we're going, and then it's gonna be cool. And fucking, we went, it was fucking cool. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I could cry tears of joy thinking about it. Shout out to the homie Mike. I never call him Mike, but on the podcast, that's the homie Mike. With the fucking bachelor party, getting married. Shout out to his fiance Dallas. Congratulations, Mike and Dallas. We got a bunch of people to say that for when I finally make the video. But god damn, what a trip! What a freaking trip. I don't really know what more to say. Man, we did a lot. We did a whole lot. I didn't sing much. I didn't spit on the mic, but you know that I was dancing. I didn't sing much. No, I didn't spit, but you know for sure that I've been living. I've been vibing and I've been giving a lot of shit that I got within. Why the fuck would I hide it if that is who I am? You get me? You got me? You feel me? You want me? You know me? My homie? Shout out to that bitch blow me. Oh, I don't even know what you want to say. Oh, don't say it. Don't fucking say it. Man, I could go on. I could probably do a whole fucking 80-minute segment about, nice random ass number. 80. I could do an 80-minute segment about the whole fucking trip. What happens in the Keys stays in the Keys? Maybe. Yeah, where could I start? I don't know. It was a fucking good day. Good time, start to finish. You know when you do so much and you got like you're out drinking a lot, but you're not just, you're doing other shit besides drinking, but every night you're there, you're drinking for sure. And then you stay up late, don't get much sleep, and then it's like through the whole trip, like it kind of blends as like one big ass day. Yeah, something like that. The perfect day. I've been dreaming about this perfect day, and that's what that whole weekend was. Like, sure could have been a little better in some senses. Like, for instance, I wound up calling it a blessing in disguise, which I guess I'll describe. On day 3, we went to, shout out to Dante's pool party. Fucking, oh man. I would have loved to stay there longer, because I was having a fucking time. I probably shouldn't have got out of the pool. I stepped on a bottle cap. Not a plastic water bottle cap, but like, you know, an aluminum can, fucking, aluminum can Miller Lite that had like the aluminum fucking cap to it. Like, I guess it was crunched up in the pool. I was like, oh fuck, is there a crab in here? Stepped on it, didn't see where, you know, and I went back and I got it. And then it fucking cut my toe pretty hard. I knew it hurt. Didn't realize I was bleeding until I stepped out of the pool like 20-30 minutes later. But I think being in the water, because then they did tell me, yeah, keep your foot in a cup of water, it'll stop the bleeding. So if I stood in the pool and didn't get out, maybe it would have been fine. But I get out, I'm bleeding fucking everywhere, all over the place. Blood just like every step I take, oh, a puddle of blood shows up. Yeah, that wasn't good. They start bugging out. I'm like, yo, yeah, and then they're like, yeah, whoa, stop moving around. Cause I, like, you know, fucking I'm in Key West vibing, like, so yeah, when I'm drinking like that, like, and there's fucking good music playing, yeah, I'm moving around, moving to the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, stop moving around. Like, I was, you know, I was there to get my fucking foot like fixed up, but I guess I was still like bobbing around a bit. Like, yo, stop moving. They like had me sit on like the front step, and then a very attractive looking police lady comes, and she gets, you know, and then they get the paramedics to come, and yeah, they're patching up my foot, asking, you want to go to the hospital? I'm like, I ain't got health insurance, and no, I don't want to go to the hospital anyway. But manager comes and he's like, yeah, you can't stay, you gotta go. I'm like, oh man, come on man. He's like, I get it. And look, I was drunk, absolutely, I was drunk, but I wasn't the drunkest person there, and I didn't get kicked out for being drunk. Well, actually, this is the first time I'm thinking about this. Maybe, in a way, being drunk was part of the reason I got kicked out, because my blood was so thin that I was bleeding everywhere. But I'm telling you, I even later that night, fucking like 10 hours later, I see this fucking, this guy that worked there, and he's like, oh, yo, you okay? And I was like, yeah, man. He's like, I just want to ask you, like, I wasn't an asshole, right? Like, I don't know, because it felt a little like an asshole for getting kicked out, but it was just because my toe got cut, you know, and they're like, they pretty much just didn't want to be responsible for watching me, making sure I didn't pass out or go back in the pool and bleed or whatever, so they kicked me out. But I made a lot of fucking friends that day. A lot of people. It kind of was like a scene, because shout out to the very good looking police lady that I don't think liked me that much, because I was drunk. I was like, oh, please, could you at least walk me back in there to get my stuff and say goodbye to my friends, let them know that, like, I'm okay. And so they walked me back through, and like, it's a fucking pool party, and everybody before that saw me vibing. I said hi to like 20-30 different people that were like, I fucking love what you're doing here, because just dancing around in the pool, out of the pool, I'm like, hey, to like everybody, just having a fucking good ass time. So then they see me getting escorted by this very good-looking police lady, and they're now all eyes on me, right? And it's like, oh, what happened? What's going on? And then I get my stuff. I think I left my fucking towel at the pool party, though, because I was like, started rushing me, like, come on, you gotta go. Because I sit down for a minute, try to gain my composure, but they didn't have the patience to deal with my drunk ass, so they were like, yeah, come on. I had to say goodbye to the bachelor. And all I asked, I was like, I started crying a little bit. I'm like, look, I get that I gotta leave, that's fine, but just please, like, I didn't want to ruin the trip, you know? Like, I didn't want to... Maybe I ruined the trip for them anyway from other reasons, but I didn't want to be the fucking guy to ruin the boys' trip, so I'm like, please, guys, fucking stay here as long as possible. Grown-ass man rules apply, as they should, to all bachelor parties. I was fucking drunk and wild, but I'm a grown-ass man, and I can handle myself. So yeah, you know... That got straightened out. I think I left my favorite towel, which I bought in Yellowstone. That's why I was like, I'd be like, it's just a towel. But I bought that in Yellowstone years ago, and I use it. That's like my favorite. I bring it hiking with me all the time. It's a really cool towel. But I think I left it there because I was in such a rush and whatever. Maybe I could call them up and they have it in the lost and found. I'll be like, hey, it's the tow guy. I ran into a group of these pretty cool gay dudes back out there that were like, oh, yo, you the tow guy, you're the guy with the tow. They're like, the tow guy. Yeah, so maybe if I call up Dante's Lost and Found, be like, I'm the tow guy. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, so like I said, it was a blessing in disguise, in a sense, though I would have had a fucking great time if I stood at that pool party the rest of the time and didn't get cut up. But then, since I left, I did some touristy shit that I wouldn't have done otherwise because we didn't have enough time to do everything. I went back to this fucking place called Loggerheads, which had like one of the little beaches there. Talked to a couple cool people there. I chilled out there. It was like a nice little dock, so that was cool. I chilled there for a bit. I went to this arcade that was like, I don't know, it was a fucking, it was an arcade. It was a little cool arcade. I was in there for like 10 minutes, which I wouldn't have stopped in otherwise, which I wanted to stop in if I had the time. And I did. And then I fucking, yeah, I walked, obviously, along the water, like, so seeing different parts that I wouldn't have seen. And then I ran into a group of another bachelor party that was, like, at a house right across from us. And they were some cool-ass dudes. I gave them my business card, which I think would do them good. You know, I gave them some advice, and I just talked for a few. They gave me a lighter, because I was smoking sligs. Part of the reason why my voice is fucked, probably. And then it was also screaming. Oh, that's another one. Why, you know, when I went to the Loggerhead place after getting kicked out, the two dudes were actually musicians, and they were like, yeah, man, I could tell by your voice. And like you gotta, they're like, let me tell you, stop screaming. They're like, I was like, am I screaming right now? They're like, no, but I could tell you've been screaming. That's why your voice is like that. Oh, you're a musician too? You think you're a musician? Well, then you should definitely stop screaming because you can't be a musician and sound like that. I'm gonna tell you, I'ma do what I want either way. But I guess to my fan base, they won't want me singing like shit. I'm singing like shit, cause I haven't perfected my voice. Singing like shit, cause I lost my voice. Anyway, shout out to them, that piece of advice. He told me something else too about, I don't know, I want to say basic like honey tea, but there was something else. It was like a honey and something tea. Not honey lemon, that's basic. I would have been like, oh yeah, of course. But I was like, ginseng, like, I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, they were cool. So meeting cool people, and that's like, Key West was fucking cool. I'm gonna have to do another segment about more explanation, because we had a whole freaking day on the water. Did like everything that we could want to do. A little of everything, but at least we got to do it all. And I guess one of the main reasons I wanted to start this whole story about cutting my toe and then even losing my voice is because like I was just teaching a kickboxing class, and usually when I teach the class, like some trainers that I've taken the class from before do kind of work out with it, but like I know other trainers would be like, yeah, from the headquarters, the very first gym, they tell you first thing, don't take your own class, don't do it. But I work out my whole class. I work out a fucking sweat, and I need to use my voice. You got to be very vocal. So I was like, man, this is gonna be rough. My toe is fucked. I even told them in the beginning, like, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. I cut up my toe. I lost my voice from a good time in Key West, so I'm gonna have to take it easy this day. And then I was probably the craziest I ever was at this class just now. I was just still vibing, still had the fucking Key West vibes with me, and I put a shout out to a good playlist. What was it? What was the guy's name? few playlists by him, but like good. It was like a rock and hip hop mashup mix for working out. So that was really cool. And yeah, so I was just vibing. I was screaming. I was jumping around. I didn't work out as much, but like after class, I'm like, I'm really fucking sweating right now. Anyway, I guess it was good. Sweat out all those toxins. But yeah, you know, I had a good fucking time. I had a great fucking time. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Dallas. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the best man, Stevan, for putting a lot of this trip together. Shout out to, you know, the idea for going to Key West in the first place. Shout out to me being like, you know, I'm fucking broke right now, but I will always be able to make more money. I know I'm capable of making whatever money I need. I don't want to be fucking greedy, but, you know, everybody needs money, and I would like to have some money so I could go back to Key West. I'm glad I decided that, hey, I could fucking make money again, but I can't go back in time and join the bachelor party when I skip out on the first one. So there will only be one, because Mike and Dallas, shout out to you guys. You're getting married, and that's it. You guys ain't having any more bachelorette parties. But maybe maybe a few years from now, we'll all go back to Key West, like, this time with the girls, you know? 'Cause why the fuck not? That place, awesome. Awesome. Beyond belief. I'm really glad I went. Shout out Mike and Dallas. Shout out to Key West. Let's fucking do it. Shout out to all the beautiful people I met. Man, I met a lot of cool people. I mean, I don't know. We're all drunk, but maybe I'm full of myself, or people just like gassing me up. But people are gassing me up. They're like, yo, you're the fucking man. You're the best. Your vibes are so great. It really, like, you know, it really makes me, it's like, it gassed me up. It made me feel fucking great. Inflated my ego a little bit, you know? But, like, those vibes I have, those are mine, right? I can't fake them. You can't take them. But I will give them and share them. I like to share those vibes, you know? It's like, and I think that's what's so fucking cool about it. That's why it's like, this shit's contagious. It's real. Like, it's energy. You feel the energy. And then it's probably more so the alcohol and shit and the staying up too late, like, multiple days in a row. But I feel like after trips like this, I kind of feel drained. Like, it's, oh, I have all this energy and putting it out there. Now I'm just kind of like, you know. But, let's see. You guys probably aren't even gonna let me fucking play this, because Perfect Day Tundra Beats. That's actually perfect. A fucking 58 minutes of the same song titled Perfect Day Tundra Beats. There's like one long ass extended Perfect Day. Just like Key West, the trip to Key West. I love the sunshine. This little light of mine shining. Yeah, it kind of sucked. I had to depart early. So it's like, man, when I go out drinking, it's almost always, I hope they don't take me like an asshole, but I feel like an asshole because a lot of times I don't even like chill with the group too much. Like, I'm like just out doing my own thing. It seems like I like to go out and meet and talk to other people more than my own crew, which isn't necessarily true because I love fucking chilling with the boys, but like, I'm like, oh man, like, you know, there's just so much here right now, and you just like gravitate towards different places or have different shit gravitate towards you. And it's like, oh, I don't want to, you know, I'm like, oh, at least there's a whole crew. You guys aren't lonely, right? And like, I feel like if I stay with them too long, they're going to get fucking tired of me anyway. And like, I get a little obnoxious. So, I don't know. I think it worked out, but it did seem like I was away from everyone, especially the Bachelor, more than wanting to. Not like I was away from the Bachelor more than everyone else, but I was like feeling like I owe the Bachelor my time, and like I'm like, oh, I gotta be here for you to help you have a good time. But I think he had a good time regardless. You know, I also, like I said, I didn't want to force my fucking ways on them and be like, come on, leave me alone, I'm trying to vibe. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Am I saying too much? Probably. Too late. But yeah, so especially that last day, I fucking tried to book just the cheapest flight I could get. So my flight out of there was fucking 8:30 in the morning. I thought it was 7:30 at first. No, it was 8:30. But lucky it was a small airport, so I didn't have to get there super early. But my plan was not to sleep. So like I think they went home. I should have ran back to the house for a few minutes. We were so close, I should have ran back to the house. But then I went to this one bar, like right before, like everyone was walking back, and I would have walked back with them. And then the two out of the three Russian girls that Chuck had met, freaking, they were like, oh wait, I want to find this other bar. I'm like, all right, I'll go bar hop a bit with you till we find the one that you're looking for. And then we did, and that guy, the fucking, the guitarist that was there, he was fucking awesome. So it was like, we had to stay for a few fucking, keep listening to music. And then there was this married girl that was, I didn't realize she was married for a little bit, but I walk in and we're like, oh yeah, it's you. I think she remembered me from the pool party one day, I don't know. And I didn't realize she was married, and she was fine, you know. And like, so we were vibing, and it was like, this is cool, you know, like. And then I met another couple that met me from the pool. They were an older couple, not old. They were cool couple. But I like that they were talking to me for a bit. They're like, yeah, like, oh, what happened in the pool? Like, and the guy's like, my wife fucking loves you, man. Like, and then we got a picture with them. I should have got a picture with them. I'm mad I didn't get the picture. They got the picture. But I gave the guy my business card. Maybe he'll find a way to contact me. Maybe they will. Maybe I got a bunch of messages. Looking forward to that. But yeah, it's freaking. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I'm at that bar. That was, what was that? Irish Kevin's. That was cool. Freaking that's where I met all those people, or re-met them, I guess. And so the one girl that I didn't realize was married for a bit, she just was vibing and she's like, oh yeah, she's like, oh, like I love your vibes, like freaking she's like, you know, and just she kept telling me not to leave her the whole night. And then I it took me a bit, but I realized she was married, and I was like, oh, what the fuck am I doing here right now? And I'm like, I definitely wasn't attempting to get with her. Unless they were polyamorous, then maybe I would have. This is a whole other conversation, but I dabble with the idea that I potentially might be polyamorous or polygamous. I don't fucking know. It's an idea. The concept behind my feelings for this is, I got a whole lot of love to give. Like, you get me? Like, and I go to these places, right? I vibe with all these different people. I find a lot of these girls attractive, obviously. And I'm like, I could have hooked up with so many ones of them, but then I'm like, oh, which one do I choose? Like, I get like, and I just like, and I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. Like, and part of me isn't that upset, because I'm like, I still love to just fucking vibe. Like right here, when I found out the girl was married, I'm like, I ain't gonna fucking be a home wrecker, whatever, but she's telling me not to leave her. All we're really doing is just dancing around, having a good time. So I'm like, I'm cool with that, like, you know, and it's almost better in a sense, because I don't have to think about what I gotta do to get with this girl, because I'm not really thinking about getting with her. Well, she was fine, and if it was a thing, it would have been a thing, but I didn't have to really think about that, and we were just vibing. So I'm cool with just, like, you know, I'm cool with just having, like, someone that you find attractive and you could just vibe with, because it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that girl, she kept saying not to leave her, and I felt bad. And like I said, I'm cool with the fact that I didn't wind up hooking up with anybody, but it would have been nice if I did find someone that I could have, you know, if I would have not been with this girl the rest of the night, maybe I would have found someone else. But I did ask her to be my wingman at one point, but I don't know, whatever. One thing went to another, and we ended up. Anyway, I only really started this story because that, like, I then kind of felt like a babysitter for a little bit, because then I was like, her husband's at home. I actually FaceTimed him. I feel bad because I feel like he hung up because I was probably an asshole from what I said. I was saying something like, yo, your wife's a babe, and I was trying to go along the lines of, like, she's out here, and, like, I know you don't want to come, but, like, man, like, I know you're trying to get, she didn't want to go home. I guess he was probably trying to get her to go home. She didn't want to go home. He didn't want to come out. And I'm like, yo, your wife's a babe. She's out here. He hung up before I could finish, but it's like, people are going to try shit. And she kept saying she trusts me, and she didn't want to leave me because she's like, only way I'll stay here is if you stay out here with me. And I was like, all right. I probably could have told her, hey, could you go home so I could go my own way? But I was still having a good time. But then it was like, it did get a little like, I'm the big brother here in a way, because, like, I felt like, or even a younger brother, because she kind of then started reminding me of my older sister a little bit, thinking about it now. But yeah, because then, like, she was having a good time, just like I would be doing, like, going up to all different people, and that's what she was doing, going up to everyone. And it's like, I don't think she had intentions of hooking up with anybody there, but she just was like that outgoing, like, flirty kind of person. And you could tell a lot of fucking guys had the intentions of hooking up with her and God knows what else. And that's why I started, like, getting a little like, oh man, like, I gotta babysit this girl. If I leave this girl right now, something bad might happen. So I was just like, yeah, made sure I waited until the fucking Uber came. But she didn't want to leave, and she kept telling me not to leave her. So we were out there till what, 4:30, 5 a.m. at least. My intentions was not to sleep that night. And then she finally left. I grabbed food, walked back to the house, ate it in the backyard. I didn't want to wake the boys up. And I ended up falling asleep on the table outside for like an hour. Didn't mean to. I was just like, all right, I'm just going to rest my head. I was doing this. Like, I was listening to music, and I was just like, head down, eyes closed. I'm up, right? I'm up. I'm just vibing. And then I guess next thing I know, I fall asleep, wake up to some birds chirping in the backyard. Oh man, whole 80-minute segment here. I ain't even at the half of it, so I really gotta leave. But shout out to Perfect Day. If y'all are tuning in, thank you all for tuning in. This is A Mud's Life Day in the podcast. I'm Muddy Flows, Muddy Mike. Muddy Mud, One Mud, Just Mud, Mud Latte. Just Mud is fine. It could be like Just Mud, like, what's up, Mud? That's Mud. Hey, Mud. Or like literally Just Mud. What's up? It's Just Mud. Hey, Just Mud. My friend tried to tell me to go with that one. I think if it was a group, I think it'd be a cool group name. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Just Mud. Maybe one day. But freaking. That'd be funny. It's like I do a thing where I'll do something solo or do something go two ways with it. So it's like, ladies, give it up for Just Mud, and it's me and the band. And then like hours later, all right, and now like this next part of the show, it's just gonna be Mud. It's just Mud now, just Mud, because it's just Mud. Just the band's gone, but it's just Mud. No, it's not Just Mud the band. It's Just Mud, as in the lead singer of the band. And you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all tuning in. A Mud's Life Day in the podcast. I like this shit, if you can't tell. Fucking live music are really good DJs at every place we were at. And I just love the music scene, like the whole like DJ, but like band, like I love to fucking dance, I love to sing, I just like everything to do with music is just so cool, like it's got a fucking power to it, like a real energy, like like it's infectious. It's a fucking damn. infectious like I hope my toe doesn't get. I'm feeling fucking... I shouldn't have been jumping around teaching this kickboxing class right now. I'm gonna have to take these band-aids off, put new ones on. Actually, I should take these fucking shoes off too, so I'm not sweating in my feet. Shout out to not getting gangrene. But, yeah, shout out to Key West. If you all been tuning in, I might be hyping you up a bit. Key West, fucking cool. Really cool. I have another, oh, I'm getting a phone call. Well, I guess it's time for me to go. I was gonna spit a freestyle, but, you know what? Let's get one freestyle. Let's find a good beat to do it, because... Or maybe we'll do this one. This is a quick one, so... Key West. Shout him out. Shout out to Key West. No. I should stop screaming. I should tone it down. But I got vibes high as fuck. Don't know what I've found. Shout out to Key West. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to living my best life. Living it right. I know what I want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lost in space, pondering. Anyway. Shout out to Key West. Shout out to the trees on the coastline that got me feeling my best. I'm eating kiwis with some limes. I'm like, shout out to my favorite people in the world. I hope you know I love you with all my heart. Well, actually, I probably love everyone with different parts of my heart. There's different kinds of love, you remember? I love my dog. I love my homies. I love my family. I love myself. Shout out to me. Shout out to loving yourself. And then, when I'm finally in that relationship that I fucking choose, or if I am polyamorous and wind up in a relationship with multiple different people, there's going to be a whole different type of love that is for those people. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of another one of my thoughts behind being polyamorous, is thinking that fucking there's so many types of love and I got a lot to give. So it's like, I think it also is a fear thing, like along with a confusion thing that I overthink, like at the bar, like which one of these people do I choose to, like, do I just choose the first one that's gonna come to me, or no, I want to choose the best one, right? Because if it's gonna last the rest of we'll boil it down to the small one, if it's gonna last the rest of this night or this trip, I want to make sure it was worth it, that I invested my time into this person. So I don't want to just choose whoever's gonna fucking come home to the bar with me, you know? But then it's like, oh, afraid, if I choose this one, then I miss out on that one. And that's kind of a very stupid thing, because like, that's what prevents me with getting in relationships in general, because I get afraid of winding up being with somebody for like 3-4 years, and then it doesn't work out, and then like, oh, I can't say all that time was wasted, because I'm sure if we were together that time, all that time meant something, it was beautiful. But if we're dying every day, I'm slowly missing my chance to find my soulmate. if I was like, but if it was an open thing, maybe there is truly one person for me, right? But if I settle down with someone that isn't that right person for me and then have 3 years go by, maybe the one right person for me then gets settled down with someone and I never get my chance. But if I was open, in an open relationship, my partner knows I'm open, she's open, whatever, maybe she doesn't want to be, but, and then you're open to letting other people in, you don't gotta feel bad for being the married girl at the bar flirting with other guys, like, because it's like, you're open to it, your partner knows this is what you're gonna do. And there's two concepts. Hey, Kerry, I'm just rambling on here, but I was kind of just talking to myself in a way, but he joined in midway through. I could keep going where I was, but I was talking about the concept of polyamory, if you're familiar. Thinking about it, where they say there's like two ways to do it. One way where nobody means anything, and another way where everybody means something. So I definitely feel like I'd fall in the latter category, as in, I wouldn't be in it just to fucking hook up with whoever I can. Like, the point would be, like, to only make those meaningful connections. Like, going back to a minute and a half ago where I said why I didn't choose just to hook up with any random girl that I could have hooked up with while on this fucking bachelor party. It was like, I wasn't going to hook up with the first thing to get thrown my way. I want to pick the best thing to come my way. And maybe that sounds pretty fucked up, like not, doesn't mean I'm looking out for the hottest fucking girl, but like, where are the vibes connected the best, I don't know, the vibes were everywhere this trip, so I guess it's a little hard to fucking decide that, but that's a concept. Yeah, riffing and ranting here. It's a Mud's Life thing, the podcast. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we're back in Jersey, but let's jam out to Long Island. It's the name of the song. Jamming out to the De La Soul type. I don't know what they gonna all like. I got vibes high as fuck that it is driving my mind so wired. Oh, it's chaotic, but it is beautiful. I'm about to tell you all that at a funeral is the last chance to say goodbye, but your last chance to say goodbye might be today. So tell the people that you love them. Give everyone that you're close to a hug, cause you might not get another shot. I'm about to do this till I'm at the very top of my lifeline, cause after the top I transcend to the next level. Is it the next life or another life form? Am I just energy wandering in the abyss for eternity? I'm not sure if I am learning everything that I see, but I'ma take it in, just fucking breathe deep for a moment, chill out, stop stoning. If that shit gets too stuck in your head that you don't get out of your shed, I'm like, can't live up in my bed. I gotta go do something that I love, and I'm in my mind. I'm fine, and I'ma do it, I'ma kick it, I'm fluent, I'ma hit this shit out the park tonight. And I'ma do it, I'ma hit it, it's magnificent that we came right here tonight to vibe. I got a lot of shit to do. One thing at a time. That's the thing, I had, shout out to Nick Santanastasso, he said that in one of the lives, I heard him say, he's like, don't give yourself 10 things to do, because what your mind's gonna do, you go 1, 2, 3, fuck off, like it's just too much, you overwhelm it. When I give myself all these different things to do, unless I really fucking make it, this is what I always say, like, shout out to math class, PEMDAS, order of operations, like, alright, if I'm gonna give myself this many things to do, take the extra 20, 30 minutes to really think about it. What's the most important? What should come first? Write a fucking numbered list, an order of importance, to make it easier to accomplish that shit. Because otherwise, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, fuck it, I can't do it all. Like, like, so that's what I like. Give yourself 1, 2 things, 2 power moves to make in the week, whatever it is. Like, start small, 1 step at a time. Like, otherwise, sometimes when I give myself all these things to do in a day, I don't fucking do one of them. And it sucks because then I feel like a piece of shit that I fucking have so much to do and I don't do it. I'm like overwhelmed with like everything, with the world around me. Like, I don't know, do I got ADD or something? It's like I have all, just like going back to the concept with the women, like, oh, all these choices, what do I choose, you know? And that's what I say, successful people just make decisions. I'm indecisive as fuck. Shout out to Tom Petty, I want it all or nothing. He says, you want it all, and maybe he's talking to me. You want it all. And if you don't have it all, and don't choose at least one thing, you end up with nothing. I could do this all day. I could do it all day, but I know that I only gotta dedicate part. Cause I know that I got a lot of the shit that I've yet to start. So I gotta really make that move. First step is just to do that, but I really gotta clean up my toe on my foot, otherwise I won't move. Yeah, and I won't stay stuck. I got a lot of shit going through my hair. Oh, what is it that you want? You can tell the truth that you know I'm nuts, man. But I got a whole lot of love that I'm gonna give. I'm gonna do something that's sick, that's cool, that is the way I move. Yeah, you my vibe. Show me your hair. I'm like, who's out riding? Yeah, who's out riding? Who's out here riding? What is it I'm doing? What am I deciding? I'm not sure what it is you want from me, but I know that it's not for free. I'm gonna hit this hard. I'm gonna really go out, all out, cause that shit's bizarre. Are you ready? Not. We been letting shit be what you really do. Yeah. Good afternoon, well, good morning. How are you? I really gotta go. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. My name is Mud. This is Mud's Life Day in the podcast. I think it's about time for me to leave. Shout out to Tom Petty. Tom Petty type beat right here. Ones like these make me want to cry if I really put my whole heart into it. Tippy? Yeah. Shout out to the music. Shout out to what we're doing. We're doing it all. Shout 'em out like we're doing it all. Or nothing. Alright, my phone is hot. I am hot. I have gotta go. Thank you all for tuning in. We upload this on the YouTube, Mud's Life Day in the podcast. I think you could also find me. That's like the title of the videos, but I think right now the YouTube is Muddy Flows. Right now I'm Muddy Flows, but I'm on the fence about that. But I am Mud, just Mud. But Muddy Flows. Maybe I should do Muddy, Flows. As that I do. Riffing and ranting, baby. This is one of those ones. So, yeah. Damn. What a fucking year it's been already. This trip was freaking so good. And if you guys recall, just a few weeks ago, we're middle of May right now. the very end of April, so March 30th, no, the very end of March 30th up to like April 4th, I was in Colorado, Breckenridge, another fucking cool ass town. Like man, vibes were high as fuck that trip too. I love it. Anyway, I want y'all to know that I love you. Stay safe. Sit down. Be humble, motherfucker. Nah, life is good. Life is fucking good. But, yin and yang, right? Because times get hard. Highs and lows. It's the way of the tides, baby. Shout out to the lunar eclipse last night. I didn't really catch it. It was a little too cloudy, but, full moon lunar eclipse, and then some shit. Mercury retrograde. I don't know shit about it, but I know someone could tell me something. Times get tough, man, but they could get better. It's a roller coaster of life. Let's go. We're going high, and we're bound to go low. Roller coaster of life. Don't be afraid, 'cause we'll go high again. Put your hands up. Roller coaster of love. Rewind. Shout out to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, 'cause you know that song. I think that was the first Red Hot Chili Peppers song I really knew, was the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm sure I heard their other songs before, but it didn't be like, oh, it's the Chili Peppers. I think Roller Coaster of Love was the first one for me, and I loved it. It was like, and I haven't even fucking heard it in so long, but shout out to the shout out to y'all for tuning in and staying tuned. Mud's Life Day, the podcast. Stay tuned for more. I got ones that I recorded recently that I really liked. I just didn't get to upload them yet. I'll get on it. So you'll see more of me if you want. If you don't want to, you don't gotta see any of me. But hey, I'm Muddy Flows. It's a Mud's Life Day, the podcast, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Peace.